Okay, so today we're going to train upper body. And I know the biggest thing for people when they come to the gym honestly isn't what you may think it is. And I think it's just being scared of, am I going to progress? Am I going to see results, by being here? And honestly that goes for anything. Is like, is this really going to go anywhere? If I put effort and work, is this really going to go somewhere? And honestly, it's the biggest hurdle is the mental part. Not you just, signing up or going to the gym. It's the mental part because you can really talk your way out of it. Like, and that's why I guess I want to reassure you that it doesn't have to be that scary. It doesn't have to be that complicated. There's like so much information out there that yeah, it can be a little intimidating, but you're going to find out real soon that sticking to the bases and just getting better with that is the most important. And it's funny because that's kind of how life is. It's not that crazy. It's like, if you do want to get something, what are the steps you need to do to get there, and putting the work into it. And that's how it is in the gym. And once you get that mindset and you actually prove to yourself, like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't think it was possible, but me putting in the work, me trying hard, me, being trying to gain knowledge of how to get better, I'm seeing results. I'm seeing the progress in myself. And that's going to motivate you in life, and that's going to give you that motivation and honestly that belief that, like, wow, like, I can get things done, I can do it, even though I, felt like I couldn't do anything. Like, it's like they say, it's one day or day one. Like, you have to start somewhere. But doesn't mean that you won't be there wherever that is. Like, whatever got you that inspiration, like, man, like, I want to start working out. I want to start doing this thing. Like, it started because you were inspired and a part of you was like, maybe that could be me too. And that's honestly how it started with me. It was the mental part. It was that decision I made, like, I want to do this. So that's what I'm telling you guys too. Like, don't be intimidated and talk your way out of it before even trying. Try at least to get yourself knowing, like, okay, let me just give myself that chance and get in the gym, figure out, like, okay, what do I like doing? And I'll explain that while we're in the gym, saying what are the main things that, yeah, it's important to focus on and pay attention, and what can really help you progress in the gym. But, realizing, like, that this is something that is going to help you throughout life. And I guess I'm saying it has for me, for sure. Like, me, when I started working out, yeah, I started with not believing in much, or not really. I was hoping for I guess the best, but it really does hit you when you physically start seeing it, and you start to really see that, wow, like, me just putting in the work, day by day. It's because it is with everything. It's the eating part, it's the working out part, and you just sticking with these things. And it's funny because if you were to put it on paper, it seems too simple, right? You put out your little workout, you put, okay, this is what I should be eating. Okay, what else is there? Like, I feel like there should be something else, because it can't be that easy. And I think we just work it up in our heads that there needs to be some secret, like, when's the next, like, mushroom drink that I need to drink, or tea, to, like, make me lose weight. And honestly, it's the consistency part is the hardest, is sticking with something. But that's why you kind of have to tell yourself, me sticking with something little by little. Like, let's say we're folding a big mountain of laundry. Well, if you're folding like one, and then it gets two, and then it's three, it's like you're progressing, right? Like, yeah, maybe you don't have the whole mountain done yet, but it's progressing each moment, each day. And that's where you have to look at it. You can't look at the big old picture and be like, I should reach my goal by yesterday. It's like, well, are you better than yesterday? Then you're going somewhere. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. And these tools and you just building that habit is going to help you achieve anything that you want. It really will. And that's why I really do believe, like, the progress, and honestly, me proving myself wrong, like, you can achieve anything if you're consistent and you do put in the work. You have to put in the work. You can't just show up at the gym and not be like, okay, like something amazing is going to happen to me. Like, you have to put in the work. And that goes with life, right? You can't just be sitting in your room like something amazing is going to happen. I just feel it, but not put in the work, and you're just going to build that consistency and also those tools that you're going to need for everything. Not realizing like things are not going to just come at you. You need to go after them. You need to put in the work, but realizing that you had the power all along. Like, this should be, encouraging you that you can do it, and it's out there. If you want it, you can get it. But yeah, like I truly believe that. And if you've been following me for a while, you know the process. Like, you will have your ups and downs. You truly will. But you just keep going with it and knowing like, okay, at least I was better than last month. At least I was better than last week. And focusing on that, and instead of being so hard on yourself and looking forward, instead of saying like, wow, well, like where I am right now, I never thought I could be. And being proud of that, and knowing that each time you're going to get better and believing in yourself. But it's not going to help you being hard on yourself and giving up, because then where does that go? Where does that leave you? But anyways, I hope that these little things that has helped me in the gym can help you guys and maybe hopefully make it less intimidating. But let's go ahead and get started and get inside. Well, incline is feeling so good. I don't know, it just feels very powerful. And so I know I use a machine for incline, and sometimes we'll use a Smith if it's open. But I want to say I don't think we usually do. Do we 45s? We're doing 45s right now, and this feels really good. Might have to look back in the videos, but I think it's because we're used to using the machine, which I still love. See, I guess that's, to me, that's what switching it up is, not switching the whole workout, just using a different machine. But technically it's, working that muscle. Like, we're doing incline machine, doing incline. Um, we're doing incline. Anyway, let me just get going on this set. The little mic, the little bar was hitting it. I think I need to move it up a little higher. But I wonder if you guys can see me through the mirror. If not, we're okay. But as long as you hear the words. So yeah, that's the thing, right? I told you guys, if there's a machine you don't like, find another machine that is going to work that muscle the same way. Because it's not about the perfect machine. It's what are you going to get better in and you can progress in, and what you like doing, because you should like what you're doing when you come to the gym. And there will be people, but we love all of it. Like, I love machines. I mean, I love certain machines. I mean, all of these are machines. And then there's free weight, but I love the Smith machine. I love those other, machines that we can do the same thing. It's incline, But yes, there are going to be some machines that are going to be like, oh, it feels so much better. Stick with those. Do that one. Progress in that. And that's the fun part, and that should never be taken out of the equation. So we'll do another of these, and then I believe, what do we have? Shoulders, back, the whole routine. So here's an example of what I mean about finding a machine that you like and then you can progress in. But some machines or some movements, you might hit a plateau and you can't progress in it. And for example, you guys know I love the cable machine. So I used to do my rows on with the cables, but then I couldn't progress in it. I was staying the same weight for the longest time, but I loved it. I loved it but I wasn't progressing. So it's like a formula. If you're not progressing, then maybe try something that you can start progressing in again. So we're using this one. And the reason why I'm able to progress in it is because I'm able to use this to like, pull more weight, use a pad. It's more stable. I'm not having to just, you know, utilize my whole body and try to like, pull as much weight. And that's what I'm saying. There, if you're a beginner and you're still doing it and you love that movement, stick with it. Do it. I did. I was still able to build my back. But when you do hit a point where you're not getting stronger and you're trying, maybe try another machine and see if you can progress in it. I guess preferably something a little more stable that you can, really pull the weight and not let any factors, stop you from doing that. So that's why we're on this one, and I love it. I love it still. So it's a winner. It's gonna be a keeper. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my high rows, and I'll talk to you guys after that. Yeah, I mean, it's fun when it feels good, right? So find a machine that you just feel good in, you feel solid, and going back to the bases, learn the movement, because yeah, it's gonna be frustrating if you don't know the movement. Learn it, and then it's uphill from there, and it feels good and it feels nice. So just keep that in the back of your head. If there's a movement you're doing and you're not progressing in, try to see if you maybe find something a little more stable and secure will help you like leap over that little hurdle. But I'll go ahead and do one more thing. I'm going to up the weight. I'm feeling good. My strength honestly just feels, I was going to say unstoppable, but you're going to have your moments where, yeah, you're just gonna feel great. So I'm going to up the weight, and then we're going to do low rows after that. Okay, and I just go straight into, make this a little higher. I go straight into my low rows because I like using this machine. So we're just gonna stay here and use this machine. And yeah, we're feeling good with the workout. So I was debating if I want to like have you guys see how I like set it up and stuff, because I have it pretty high, the seat, because where I want my arm to be placed when I come back here. I don't want my hand to be up here. I want it to be as gosh, 90 degrees, just so I can, you know, be stronger. It's utilizing the weight to my favor, and just going from here to here. Like I guess I'm saying making the movement as simple as it can be, and that muscle is going to get the most out of it. So, I mean, I think that's what you guys can see with a lot of my lifts is like just it being actually just simple and me pushing myself. That's the hard part. That's the hard part that will always be hard. So always keep that in your workouts as well. Like always, it should always feel really hard, but not you trying to do the movement, but your muscle trying to, push itself and get the most out of it. So let's go ahead and do our rows. I'm going to do one arm at a time. Oh, oh, yeah. Okay. Start with your weaker side first. Make sure you get the same amount as you do on the other side. But I'll go ahead, do another one of those. I think I usually just record a set for you guys. Uh, but but yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes I'll record two just at a different angle because sometimes people want to see, like when I was doing that pull down, some people are like, oh, okay, like that's how your body looks like. I don't know. So it's sometimes I'm trying to think about everything, but for the most part, I think you guys got the idea of it, and I try to explain it as well. But yeah, make sure the form's down, and then yeah, you can go crazy on just like pulling it, and like I said already, that's like the fun part. And and so it's fine if you do feel frustrated when you're barely coming to the gym and you're just also frustrated with, man, am I doing this right? It doesn't feel right. But it's worth it. It's worth it getting over that hurdle of like learning something, anything you learn new is going to be hard. And you're going to start to feel like discouraged. But think about the reward after. You don't get a reward if you quit, right? It's after you do that action and you learn something. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. So after this, I think we have shoulders, and I'll see you guys for that. It's funny, I want to say same thing with side laterals. I used to use the dumbbells and I would stay the same weight. Wasn't progressing, wasn't even seeing difference in my shoulders as well. And I'd be like, man, I just need my shoulders to get bigger. And so it's like, yeah, I like doing the side laterals with the dumbbells. I loved it, but I wasn't progressing and it was showing for me. I came on here, I'm progressing slowly. I can add like 2.5s, this and that. And I've showed you guys that. Like, I love dumbbells, but there becomes a point where you can't really progress because it jumps like 5 pounds. It's 30, 35. It's like, I don't know how that's going to work. And, we don't all have, the little 2.5s of magnets you can buy. I mean, those are pricey. I loved the suggestion. I remember one time I told you guys about it and you suggested, but I think they're like $40 for a little 2.5 pounds. So, you got to get creative. Got to just use a different machine. And I honestly I love this machine. I even told you, I look forward to it. I was dreaming about it. I dream about these things. And, and that's why just because you love something doesn't mean you don't have more love to give. You can give more love to other machines. So this is another one that helped me progress. And honestly, I see the difference in my shoulders. Not only because we've been cutting, but I do. I really do. I don't think my shoulders have ever looked this good. And they were getting stronger, and I'm getting stronger, like using this machine. So, when you hit that plateau, see what else there, that you love, and it'll give love back to you as well. So let's go ahead and do our shoulders. Probably should add some weight. Man, I remember I was only able to do that weight for like 6 reps, and now it's like over 10. I believe it was like 12 or so. So we're at another 2.5, and we'll continue just adding a little bit, because that 2.5 you had last week or even last month, you had another 2.5. That's 5 pounds. That's more realistic than you just jumping 5 pounds, because it's not going to happen. And then you're just going to stay with the same weight and not get stronger. So, got to be realistic in the gym and in life, but know that it is possible. You just got to see it in a different perspective and maybe get a little creative, which honestly isn't that creative. Just you just know that you have options. So let's go ahead and do our arms now. Okay, we're gonna do some preacher curls on the bench because it's taken. This is a nice setup too. So I'm gonna start with my left side, and then we'll go into the right side.
Hey there, Jen here. Remember, the weights might be heavy, but so is our commitment to a clean gym. Please give those dumbbells a safe trip back to their home and give the machines a quick wipe down after use. Thank you.
If we had a 22.5 or something, so the 25's a little heavy because it's like what we did 5 reps. I like to do a little more, so I'm gonna drop it to 20, and just gotta do what we have to work with. So let's go and see if they at least have 20s, huh? Okay, we got the 20, so let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. Okay, so this is honestly a great example what jumping from 5 pounds will do for you, because we went from 25 to 20 and we like tripled the amount of reps, and that's why I think it's like a bummer, because those 2.5 does a lot. Like if we had 22.5, I feel like it would be right in the middle, right? But it's just it is what it is. As long as you understand that and just work with it, it's okay. But like I said, let's say we just used these dumbbells and we just did this, it'd be so hard to progress, because you need just that little bit. It's hard just to jump right away to 5 more pounds. Maybe in squats, but little movements like shoulders, arms, those 2.5. Those 2.5 is what's going to help you get there. And safer, because it's like I feel like we would have gotten those solid 8 reps with 2.5 instead of getting like 13, 14 reps. Uh, but just a good side note and something maybe to notice when you're doing your lifts. Noticing like, oh, okay, let me try something else, because if we had the machine like the preacher curl machine that I like using, we can do all those little adjustments and it feels nice. But also too, if you're in the beginning stages and doing this is perfect, then yeah, stick with it. And because you love it, but then later you will reach that point where it's kind of be hard to progress. And just take note of those things. Okay, our last thing, and then we'll do some posing. And for the posing, you guys know we just do full upper body posing. It's just you get practice, or me, I get practice in to do all of that. And we, train full upper. Someone had mentioned, why do you flex your back or why do you flex your chest if you only did back and stuff? And we had all the upper body parts, chest, back, shoulders, arms. So that's why I do my posing for all of them. But whew, this one, man, it's like a core workout. So let's go ahead and do the last set. And I don't know, it's funny when I was doing these, I just kind of imagine my triceps like blowing up and then squeezing them. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you really do have to like visualize it. I mean, that's what I do, I guess, with all my muscles. I visualize it, not necessarily looking at it. I see it in here and I feel it. So it's almost like the two coming into one. Let me know in the comments. You guys know what I'm talking about. You visualizing it and you feeling it. It's like you're somewhere else. It's okay. So let's go ahead and finish off. Oh, I don't know if this was the best angle. I feel like this machine kind of just takes over the whole screen, but it's okay. We're gonna go and see how everything looks with the posing. So let's go ahead and head over there. Find a good adjustment for the lighting. And I was just noticing, because I'm like, I always feel like my biceps aren't big and stuff, but honestly, I think I'm barely realizing just I don't like the insertion they're in, because it's like I have all this extra space right here, you know, like if I guess it's easier to tell when I do this because you see where it kind of inserts. And I feel like that's what makes my biceps look kind of just so tiny. In a way, it's in a way it's kind of funny that I'm realizing that. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Like sometimes the insertions can't really change that. So just know that you have other body parts that are going to be in your favor that people are like, whoa, that's really cool, but small little insertions on my biceps and my calves. I think my calves are like the muscles like this long, and then I still have my whole, I don't know. Anyways, insertions do have a big part in the way the muscle's going to look on you. So I guess also it being a nice and a bad thing, because sometimes they're blessed with really amazing insertions for some parts and sometimes they're not, but also being okay with that, or trying to work around it. I'm happy that I'm going to see my shoulders way better. That was something that was super exciting for me, or at least I was looking forward to us doing the cut and everything, was to see my shoulders better. I love shoulders, but let's go ahead and do our flat spread. Oh man, wait, didn't get that. Let's just do the double bicep. That one's easier for me. Okay, hold on. It's funny the way I adjust the clothing can help, you know, because that way we just focus on the waist being at a certain point and then the back starting. Because it's funny, sometimes if I'm wearing tops that start from here, you don't see the rest of the back muscles down here, you know, like your lats really are deep, like they grab all the way from here. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see. It's actually pretty bright. But oh yeah. And then fun. It's called most muscular. There's it the crab. You can see the traps. The traps, you know, are also being worked when we're doing our back movements. Because I know some people are like, oh, what do you do for traps? It's like it's you know, part of the back movements that we incorporate. But yeah, that's what I do. But see, what else do we have? We have chest, but tops. Usually, if I have like a V, you can see it better. But and then simple. I personally don't like how I look at this pose. Like doing this, I don't like it. It's funny when I was seeing some poses on YouTube and Arnold Schwarzenegger was saying, "Oh, so this is the chest pose. Hit this pose. If you don't have a chest, don't hit it." And I mean, it's funny, but he has some truth to that. If you have a lacking body part, you know, yeah, maybe certain poses aren't gonna complement you best, but work around it. Find the poses that do and use that. You know, so that's why practice it. Know which ones you like. Know which ones you feel like, oh, those are my go-to poses. And I mean, I'm still learning too. And yeah, but it is funny. If you don't have it, don't do the pose for it, you know, because then you're getting your head and stuff. Doesn't mean you're not working towards it though. I mean, I feel like the same way with certain things. I'm like, doesn't mean I'm not working behind the scenes in the gym, working on those body parts. But like, yeah, if I'm gonna hit some poses, I want to make sure I'm hitting the poses that complement me best. But yeah, so if you, but it's good to take those for yourself and then you can look back and see the progress. But I want to say that's about it, you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead, do a bit of my cardio, and then I'll talk to you guys in the car. So if you want to get bigger, you're going to have to get stronger as well. You know, like if you're getting stronger, it's kind of impossible for your muscles not to be growing. It's like the safest indicator of knowing that your muscles are growing when you are getting stronger within the lifts you're doing. And just noticing those like little things that, you know, okay, what machine are you using? Do you like it? Do you think you can progress with it? And then if you do feel like you're hitting like a plateau and you're not progressing, figure out if you can just try something else, you know, with the same, it's like the same movement, but knowing that, okay, maybe I can probably progress a little better with this one. Because at the end of the day, I want you guys to enjoy the lifts that you're doing, but also I don't want you just to be stuck. Like you should be in there feeling good that you're going to be seeing results and you're going to get better. So just just keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, I think if you are a gym goer, like you just the gym's going to be a big part of your life. Like it's never going to just stop one day. Like you're just in love with it, like you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna find out like, okay, I know I really like this machine, but I've been staying at the same weight for a really long time, or whatever that may be. And same thing goes for free weights. You guys see that I don't really choose to do the free weights just because I just feel like one, it's less less injury prone. I mean, anything can happen even with a machine, but less injury prone using free weights, and it's not as stable as using a machine. It's just I want to focus on me just killing the muscle instead of other factors that may stop me from just really pushing that muscle and getting stronger. But that's just me in the beginning. Like I told you guys in the beginning, I mean, in the beginning, I worked out in a garage. I worked out with free weights. You will still see progress, and I still enjoyed myself. But later on, when you're progressing, things start to get a little harder. And same with me. Using a cable machine for my back movements. I love them. I still saw amazing results, but then that one plateaued too. And so I'm like, okay, let me try something else. And that's what I'm saying. Like you stay with it for a while before you're just like, you know what? Like, yeah, let's try something else. And I, I love doing it. I love just knowing it's getting better and it feels great. But like I said in the beginning, if you're a beginner, it's gonna feel just focus on getting your form down and knowing why you're doing that movement. Like what muscles, because I think it's kind of crazy that sometimes people don't even know what they're working out when they're doing a movement. Find out. That way you don't just do redundant movements and doing like the same movement for the same muscle and not really sure what that movement's working. Find out that, and it's just going to make your workout some more efficient. And if you guys do have any questions or anything, you can leave them in the comments. You know, some I was gonna say some people are nice and they even like give them their suggestions, but I'm like, not everyone, you know. We have gotten some funny suggestions and stuff because I know some people really like doing a lot of reps in the 20 to 30, honestly. But like again, guys, I will express why I lift the way I do and the reasons why. And if you like lifting a certain way and that is what gets you in the gym and you have different goals, because remember, everyone has different goals. And so I guess I'm speaking to the people that want to get bigger and stronger and, see progression. But, if you have other reasons why you do it, then that's fine. Like, you don't, everyone in the gym, think about it. Everyone in the gym, do you think they all have the same goal? They don't. So you shouldn't feel bad if someone's judging you for doing something a certain way because your goals are going to be different than theirs. Everyone has different goals. Everyone has different goals in a lot of things. So find out what your goals are and realize like that is the most important base. Don't just be listening to someone giving you advice when they don't even know what your goals are. So that's what I like to do when I go to the gym is get stronger, grow my muscles. Like, I want to have I was gonna say, like I do want a bigger lower and upper. Like I love muscle, and I know, seeing everyone has different goals. I know a lot of girls that just want to focus on their lower body, and some people, vice versa. Everyone has different goals, but I will love, I just love sharing what I do and why I like doing it, and if there is someone that has any curiosity of all that, then that's why I make these videos. So I will end it there and go and do some grocery shopping. And actually, now that I think about it, we probably will be doing a full day of eating just for fun. I noticed some people aren't really creative in the kitchen, so I will try to give some good, I mean, what do you call it? Tips? I don't know. I don't know, but that way you can try different things that because I actually look forward to what I eat. So maybe I'll do a full day of eating and share that with you guys. So I'll see you guys for the next video. And yeah, I'm just, if you stayed to the very end, because I was like, I know it's been a while since I made a video, and I know some of you that actually do look forward to them, but I don't ever hear from you and stuff. That is absolutely fine, because sometimes I think I get in my own head, and so I know there are people that, I guess I'm saying, that enjoy the videos and don't like leave a comment, which is fine. Oh, where am I going with this? Oh my gosh. I'm just that kind of person that doesn't ever pressure anyone to do anything. So I'm getting in my head, because I guess I'm saying, if you did stay till the very end, uh, leave a little puppy emoji and I'll know, because yeah, I really appreciate you guys always just watching and supporting. Like, it's so nice. Like, thank you. So I will see you guys for the next video. Bye, guys.